The Vijayanagara Empire was one of the greatest kingdoms in Indian history. It preserved Hindu culture, built remarkable temples, and maintained a strong military. The history of Vijayanagara Empire is crucial for understanding India's medieval past.
अभी जा रहे हैं नेक्स्ट डेस्टिनेशन की तरफ में। बहुत चलना पड़ रहा है, घूमने के लिए तो चलना पड़ेगा। तो देखते हैं और इस तरफ जा रहे हैं। तो लेट निकलने का यही है नतीजा। क्रॉस करते हुए रोड दोनों तरफ।
And my next place of interest is the Hazara Rama Temple.
Hazara Ramchandra Temple।
Hazara Ramchandra Temple, named so to signify the thousands Rama carving on its wall. The wall of this temple in the perimeter as well as the inner temple depicts intricate carving of Maharshi Valmiki's epic Ramayana. This temple dated to about 14th to 15th century AD and is known for its wall praises of the great epic Ramayana and a few episodes of Bhagavata. The four Chitrakanda pillars in the hall are of polished black stone that you can see in my vlog now. These are the pillars showing the depiction, the story of Ramayana and some of the Bhagavad. Now I am entering into the temple and this is the lotus in front of the gate.
Hari Om, chanting your name. I'm feeling so strong.
This temple located in the core of the royal center is known for its wall friezes depicting the great epic Ramayana and a few episodes of Bhagavata. The earliest reference to this temple dated back to an inscription dated to 1416 AD. That is 1416 CE, referring to a grant by Queen Anna La Devi. The temple faces east and has unplanned Garbhagriha, that is sanctum, Antarala, that is antechamber, and Ranga Mandapa, that is pillared hall, with three entrances and a spacious pillared porch. This is one of the most elegant temples in Hampi. Its construction was started in the year of 1513 AD under the order of Krishna Devaraya and was completed before the end of his reign. Actually, it is a royal chapel or a private temple for the use of the royalty. The temple opening to the east has a flat roof, Divarna Mandapa, with symmetrical pillars. Passing through the doorway, one enters into a square Ranga Mandapa, which has black stone tall pillars, and these pillars are very attractive and contain sculpture of gods and goddesses like Ganesha, Mahishamardini, Hanuman, and different form of Vishnuji. Among all of the sculpture, there is our Kalki Avatar sculpture also here, that is holding in his forehand Shankhu, Chakra, swords and shield and riding a horse, especially noteworthy. The Ranga Mandapa has entrances to the south and north, and the western entrances leads to the sanctum. One of these doors lead to the open enclosure from which the Garbhagriha and its beautiful Vimana become visible. And this is the outer wall. The outer wall of the Prakara, also built of stone, is great attraction of this temple, as it is divided into 5 horizontal friezes, each containing from the bottom upwards rows of elephants, horses, and Krishna Leela. Stories in addition to some gods like Subramanya, Ganesha, etc. Particularly interesting are the stories relating to Rishashringa, Putra Kameshti, Sita Sabhyamvara, scene in which Shivardhanush is being carried. The main Garbhagriha is for the strain of goddess. Though it is small in dimension, it is very attractive from the point of view of ornamentation. The Antarala of this string has on its eastern wall bas relief of God Narsimha. On its doorway is found a Vaishnava saint giving something to a king. Some scholars have identified this as Vaishyaraya and the king as Krishna Devaraya. At the northeast is a Kalyana Mandap built in 1521 AD. This is the only temple situated in the core of the royal zone between the residential and the ceremonial enclosures, dedicated to Vishnu in his aspects as Lord Rama. In plan, it has a sanctum, vestibule, pillared dance hall with an entrance porch to the north and south. The temple is known for its sculptured friezes depicting the Ramayana in 3 tiers, running all around the main screen, and the narrative sculptures of the love Kusha story on the Devi screen. It is because of this that the temple was called the Hazara Rama. In addition, the temple is also known for the narrative sculptures of the Bhagavata, especially of Balakrishna, and the sculptured polished pillar was Mahamantapa, that is the main hall. It was undoubtedly the temple of the royal patronage. But nowadays there is no order in the temple and worship is not conducted today. In front of this temple on the eastern side is a long bazaar, which is known as Hazara Ramchandra Bazaar, measuring nearly 930 meters in length with many smaller shrinks, tanks and series of mandapas.
अभी चलना है दूसरा स्ट्रीट की तरफ.
The street in front of this temple is known as Pramukha Parna Vidi, that is Pan Shupari Street.
किधर जाना है पता नहीं.
The army of the Sultanates plundered the beautiful city of Hampi and reduced it to ruin, in which it still remains. The beauty of Indian history. Unlike the other grand temples that dominate Hampi's landscape, the underground Shiva temple offers a unique subterranean experience. This Shiva temple, also known as Prasanna Virupaksha temple in the inscription.
जल्दी से शिव टेम्पल के तरफ बढ़ते हुए.
This temple is constructed much below the present ground level and many parts of the temple are under water. As it was built several meters below the ground level, earning in the name Underground Shiva Temple. The temple is believed to be one of the oldest temples in Hampi. It is located adjacent to the Hampi to Kamalapura main road and approximately 2 kilometers from the Hampi bus stand, and you can walk or hire an auto rickshaw or rent a bicycle to get there. This underground Shiva temple is a remarkable testament to the architectural and cultural process of the Vijayanagara Empire, believed to have been constructed during the reign of the empire. This temple stylistically dates back to the 14th century CE.
पानी भरा हुआ है अंदर।
It is recorded it is the gate of certain villages for the service of God Prasanna Virupaksha during the reign of Krishnadeva Raya. The most fascinating part of the temple is its inner sanctum called the Garbhagriha, where the main idol is kept. What makes the chamber special is that it's usually underwater for most of the year. But during the dry season, the water level go down, revealing the Shiva Linga inside. This natural event makes the temple even more mysterious and attracts people from all over to see its spiritual significance.
बाहर चलते हैं। कल के लिए भी थोड़ा सा एनर्जी प्रिजर्व करके रखना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि कल 500 सीढ़ियाँ चढ़ना पड़ेगा हनुमान जी के मंदिर जाने के लिए। पता नहीं कर पाऊंगी कि नहीं, बहुत सारे लोगों होगा शायद। सुबह सुबह चलते हैं तो। और इस तरह अभी सोने जा रहे हैं, तो वो ही बोल रही थी कि पता नहीं कल 500 सीढ़ी चढ़ पाएंगे कि नहीं, बहुत सारे लोग रहेंगे, तो आई डोंट नो, देखते हैं कितना एनर्जीज है। चलो ऊपर से देखें, अंडरग्राउंड से ऊपर से। सन जी अभी सोने जा रहे हैं, क्योंकि कल भी उसको उठना होगा हम लोगों के लिए। सो चलते हैं दूसरे मंजिल के तरफ, और इधर जो गेट है वो जाने के वक्त देखेंगे। और ये सामने जो है ये है गेस्ट हाउस, देख सकते हो, ये है गेस्ट हाउस सेंटर। और ये चारों तरफ बिल्डिंग स्ट्रक्चर देख के पता चल रहा है यहाँ पे रूम होता था। और वो है उसका गेट। और यहाँ पे जो बरदर का पेड़ है वो तो अमेजिंग है, ভীষণ সুন্দর একটা পুরনো, এখানে সিটিটাও তো পুরনো না, তো তার জন্য এখানে এগুলো খুব পুরনো আর কি। এটাও তো আমার ভীষণ ভালো লাগছে, सच में बहुत सुंदर है। जो कैमरा में आता है ना, जो आँख में आता है वो कैमरा में कैच नहीं कर पाती हो। सो चलो, इस रोड भी बहुत अच्छा है, इस रोड से जाएंगे नेक्स्ट डेस्टिनेशन की तरफ चलते हैं। चलो चलिए, मुझे ये भी बहुत अच्छा है। Many more histories of the Hampi is remaining to explore. So guys, stay tuned with my vlog, with my channel and with my Hampi series. As it is Indian history, history is not the past but a map of the past, drawn from the particular point of view to be useful to the modern traveler. I reached my next destination. Till then, stay happy and stay blessed.